as you probably know, and certainly the other commissioners do, I do not typically ask questions, but I received a number of emails today requesting that I ask a question of all the candidates this evening, so I am going to do that and kick things off before I ask the other commissioners if they have questions. And that question is whether you personally and professionally support the rights of people to reproductive health care, including abortion, and the rights of the LGBTQIA community to marriage, health care, and bodily autonomy equal to all other Rhode Islanders.
Yes, I do. I think that there's a lot that can be said on the subject, but yes, I do personally. I also, as an attorney, believe that that is codified under the law as it stands. But yes, personally, I do as well.
Thank you. Kristen?
That's a simple answer. Yes, I do. I have two daughters, as most of you know. They're adult daughters. I would never, and as a woman myself, any human being, I would never dictate how others, the health choices other people make. And I believe that everyone has a right to life, liberty, and happiness, and enjoy their lives and live how they feel that they should live, if it's not hurting anyone else.
Well, my practice don't really get politically involved. I think it's individuals' rights to do what they want to do. I know that, the hot topic back and forth about abortion and all the other gender and whatnot. People are free to do what they want to do. It's America. They're free to do what they want to do. That's what this country's founded on. Basically, it's freedom for everyone. So, I have a wide client base that's very diverse, different races, religions, genders. I treat them all the same, fair and impartial to all of them, give them good representation at a fair price, and I've built up a pretty good practice by doing that. So I don't discriminate against anybody in particular, and like I said, everybody's free to do what it is that they feel they need to do.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. That's kind of a no-brainer. As a woman, I certainly always support all reproductive rights. I have a daughter, and wouldn't want anyone to tell me what to do with my body or her with hers. And I certainly support the rights of all members of the LGBTQA community, always.
I do. I don't think that's an issue that would ever come before me in the district court, but I most certainly do. Having and raising two girls, I think that many of those issues are important, especially to them, but I most definitely do.
Unequivocally. I unequivocally support that.
Absolutely, yes. And that is not just what I say, it's what I have done. It's what I have advocated for throughout my entire career. So my record is very clear on that. I am pro-choice. I represent, discrimination has no part in our world, period, end of story. Hard stop, end of story. And I could tell you that, and which is true, I have children that are gay. I have a granddaughter that's trans. And I have lots of people in my life that are a lot of different ways. And you know what? We all eat the same macaroni and meatballs every Sunday. And I say that with all heart, and that's just the way it is, end of story.
Without hesitation, I could say yes for a multitude of reasons. But in a capacity personally, I do believe in that. I have never found myself to be anything but an advocate for whatever walks of life people are based on their religion, sex, origin, nationality, sexuality, gender identity. Professionally, as a judge candidate, you're a blank canvas. You judge a person who walks into the room based on not what they look like or who they are, but based on the case. So without hesitation, I think that's a pretty easy question for me to answer. And hopefully, it's not the easiest question tonight, but I could say that unequivocally, yes.
So I have told all the candidates tonight that I have been asked by a number of members of the public to ask a question of all candidates this evening. And I have, and so I will ask you that question, but I think based on what you just said and the fact that, as you alluded to, we have heard a lot of testimony like on that topic, I will probably tweak it a little. So I think first I will read the question to you and then change it a little so that you can answer. And so the question is whether you personally and professionally support the rights of people to reproductive health care, including abortion, and the rights of the LGBTQIA community to marriage, health care, and bodily autonomy equal to all other Rhode Islanders. And so I know that you just spoke a little about the evolution of your beliefs over time, and also the fact that some legislation was able to reach the Senate floor because, only because I should say, the leadership allowed it to do so. And so based on all of that, I guess the question is whether you think that your personal beliefs and your record in the Senate would serve as any type of hindrance if you were to become a district court judge, and your ability, in what's been called the People's Court, to treat everyone fairly and with dignity.
Well, let me first say I do have 3 daughters, so rights of women are very, very important to me. I don't believe that my political views or what my political influences on issues would be something that I would take to the bench with me. It doesn't deserve to be on the bench. As a judge, you have to listen to the facts, be neutral, and then apply the law, the state law, whatever the state law is at this time. I know that the Senate did pass the codifying Roe v. Wade when I was in the Senate, and that was, I think, in 2019. And in addition, with respect to LGBTQ plus rights, I think that all individuals, whatever the law is, will be protected under those rights.